On the 10th day of Kitsuke, my musubi will be candy musubi. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 12 Days of Kitsuke. Today we're going to look at a variation of the ribbon musubi that we saw yesterday called the candy musubi. And like yesterday, my green obi won't work. It's too short, so instead I need my 390 centimeter long pink obi. So make sure that you have an extra long obi on hand if you want to try tying this musubi. Let's take a look. For this musubi, you will need an extra long hanhaba obi and an obi-jime. Start with the obi in your right hand. Move it behind your back and over to the right hip. To measure the length of the short end of the obi, the teisaki, always measure from your right hip. If you measure from the middle, it's going to be too short. So measure from the right hip. For this musubi, the length of your teisaki depends on how long your obi is and how tall you are. You will probably have to do some trial and error runs to figure out how long it should be. For me, with this particular obi, ankle length works. So I'm just going to go down to ankle length. There we go. Fold in half. Flip up. And wrap. Grab the bottom edge. Give it a good tug. Bring the teisaki into the middle. And fold the taresaki in half. For this musubi, it's taresaki over teisaki. Long end over short end. At this point, you'll know if you've measured properly because the two ends should be more or less the same length. A few centimeters difference is okay, but it shouldn't be more than that. You can't really see it here, but mine are within a centimeter of each other, same length, so I'm good. Now we're going to tie a bow, just like tying our shoelaces. Take the bottom end, the one that's pointing downwards, and make a nice loop. And bring it over. And we're going to tie a bow. There we go. Make sure both loops are about the same length. That's pretty good. Okay. And we're going to open them up. Go. With the two tails, make them the same length at the bottom. Bring them down and around and up through the knot. For candy musubi, you don't spread out the tails like this. You keep them as one. You need an obi-jime. Obi-jime goes under. And you tuck. It looks like a little candy wrapper. And you tie the obi-jime just in a temporary tie. turn it, right hand on the musubi, left hand on the obi-ita, and turn. And now we'll fix up the obijime. Okay. Right side over left side. Bring the left side back, up and over, through, just a square knot. Left tassel goes up, or right tassel goes down, and you're done. This one's 390 centimeters long, and this gives me enough length to tie this obi. So be sure, not to tie this obi, to tie this musubi.